Back at it, and guess what? I have bought a new car. If you've been on my channel, you've seen that I made a review with my 2011 Hyundai Genesis. Did pretty good views. Had a lot of people comment on it. A lot of people want part 2. Hey, let me know in the comments if you want part 2 of the Genesis review. I still do have that car. I don't plan on selling it unless somebody offers me a really good offer, but it's not on the market. But you get what I'm saying? I have actually bought a 2013 Audi S7. All right, so I'm inside of it right now. I'm going to give you a review right on it right now on spot. So happy to have you guys with me. Happy for you to see all of this. If this interests you, please drop a like, drop comments, and subscribe to my channel. And let's get to this car review. So now we're going to start on the inside. Let's get into it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna switch. Let's switch up the camera angle. So live and direct from the driver's side of the vehicle. So as we see, it's just like any Audi S7, right? I have the lights on. I was just playing some music. I just wanted to go ahead and get this review out the way. So while I was looking for the cars, I was in the market for a Nissan GTR and as well an Audi. I didn't know which Audi I wanted, but I was in the market for it. But so I wanted something that had at least 200 on the dash. After everything, now it's at 180 and it has like 2 more notches, so it looks like maybe like 185. I want to say 190. That's fine. That's fine, because the S7 definitely packs a punch. So when you have different drive modes within this car, you can do a couple of different things. Matter of fact, I'll give it a start up. I do have the key with me, push button to start. So I'll give it a start up, and bam, you see gauge clusters light up, all of that good stuff. Now I bought the car with 86,000 miles on it. Now we can see where it's at. Now, so the gauge clusters at night glow white, and I'm telling you, I drove this thing from North Carolina to Baltimore, Maryland at night, and these gauge clusters lit up like no tomorrow. When I say it lit up so beautifully, I was driving and I'm literally like tripping out, like, yo, why does it look so good? The red just sits, it fills up the entire console, the entire shift knob, this whole entire area, and it's still low to the point that it's not overwhelming. And the inside, the doors, they have lights on them as well in the back seats, and we'll go into that a little bit more. But the couple of different upgrades that this car has, so the previous owner, as you guys can see, these paddle shifters are massive. These paddle shifters look crazy. Now if you can see right here, that's the regular power paddle shifters, right? Those are the regular paddle shifters. These things right here, these paddle shifters, so they feel absolutely gorgeous. They're like some type of metal. It feels really good to the fingers. Paddle shifters, this was a nice little feature that the previous owner added. These right here, they have an automatic sensor. I don't know if you guys can see that, but when a car is coming up beside you, there's a sensor. It pops open, and I really find it convenient because it's looking towards you. In my Genesis, it had the light on, like the blinker light on the outside, but it didn't have a sensor. Carbon fiber peels, carbon fiber right here, looks really good. I took a second. This is throughout the entire car, throughout the front, right? And then we have the regular stock back. All right, so this is what they look like stock, very flush aluminum type look. That's what they have there. The owner put carbon fiber look, which looks really good and detailed. So some features that I really enjoy about this car, or some of the things that I like about most, right? I want you guys to check out these seats right here. These seats are just, they feel great, well insulated when you turn the heated seats on. I felt it last night as I was driving up, and it got warm. Actually I did it this morning. It got warm pretty quickly, and it has 3 different levels as well, so it feels really great. Right here, should you buy this car just for the seats? Yes, I did. I bought the car just for these seats. They felt absolutely wonderful. They look gorgeous. When I was looking for this car, when I actually first was introduced to this car, it was a couple of years ago. I saw it in silver and black, and they just look really cool to me, but I didn't like the back. I didn't like the back of it because it's like a hatchback style, and you'll see when I step out of the car, but it's like a hatchback style, and I just couldn't fall in love with it. But now, if you are looking for a car that has the presence of like, oh wow, that's a boss of a Porsche, right? Of a Porsche, and that costs less, right, than a Porsche, go with an Audi S7 or the Audi 7, right? There's an A7, which is kind of like the economy everyday person car. The S7, I would call this the sports model, the everyday sports model. The S7, it has a couple of different upgrades. You have your dynamic mode, things like that. So another little feature that's really cool, so if you press this car button, right, screen pops up, auto, dynamic, individual, so comfort as well. Now, there's also an RS model that's just this model, just beefier, okay? Bigger turbos, things like that. So you use the knob down here. Now, when you switch them to the individual, of course you can set your own individual, and we'll go into what that looks like, all the different settings. And dynamic is kind of like your race style. It's going to automatically require you to paddle shift if you want that set, and then auto is just automatically of what the car senses, and the comfort, it would be just really soft. Very subtle differences in between each, unless you are the actual driver of the car, right? Somebody in the passenger seat may not recognize the difference unless that you're getting up on it in dynamic, right? And so when you hit that raise button, these are the 4 buttons that control that. All right, imagine those to that. Okay, there is a raise button which tripped me out. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but when you do it, matter of fact, here goes a reference. I click raise. I don't know if you heard that. I'll click lower. I could definitely feel it. I could definitely feel it. Let's go to set individual. So the settings that you can get: engine, transmission, air suspension, steering, sport differential, corner lighting. You can do all these different. You have a belt tensioner, right? Since when do you have a belt tensioner for a setting inside of a car through a computer?
You can tell I'm new to this car, huh?
That's really wild. Now, we can go to the owner's manual up at top, which is right there. I'm not going to go through that. Who really does? People who know how to work their car, of course. Then we can go to car systems, right? You have vehicle settings. What settings? Steering wheel button. Wow, I'm going to change that one. Then we have the seats, exterior. We have a whole bunch of different things. Man, guys, this interior lighting is what I was talking about. Like bright, dark. Let's see if I can show you a good example. Well, I really can't because the lights aren't on, but the lights illuminate at the bottom. Now, more on the features. We have driver's assist. Really haven't checked on that. We have a speed warning, parking aid. We just have all the regular type of assisting settings that your car can have. Then it has a rain sensor, so I guess it'll automatically just turn on the windshield wipers. Can't wait till we get to the exterior of this car, guys. I know that you're ready for it. But if you want to skip ahead, you can. If you really like where this is going, drop a comment. If you're at this point, let's drop the comment AC. I'll know exactly where you're at if you drop the comment AC right now. So we have the AC. Also, you have a couple of different things. Rear cabin. You're able to customize this thing however you would like it. Okay, guys, that's pretty much what I'm trying to say. And then service checks. I'm going to get into a little bit more about this me personally to see if I can automatically set times that it'll tell me when to do change oil, things like that. Program keys. There's a little cool feature with the keys themselves. There's 2 different keys. So there's two different keys with the S7. One key, come to find out, actually when you lock it, the mirrors fold in, and then the other one doesn't. So I personally carry around the one that the mirrors close in. It's just a nice feature that I really enjoy having. Now I would give you guys a preview of how it sounds, but of course still, since I'm on my phone, Bluetooth is hooked up to the car. These speakers that are in this car, come to find out, they are some of the most expensive speakers on the market. There was a whole story that the owner told me. Funny story, when I was driving, when I first got the car, pulled in, set my Bluetooth up and everything, I turned it up all the way and it was very low. I'm just like, I thought these were good speakers. He did tell me a story, like something about the subwoofer. I was just like, it really doesn't matter, I'll get that fixed anyway. And then I hit the volume button on my phone. Whoa, it changed everything. This car bumps, and even if with the factory speakers, I'm sure this car still bumps. I've heard that in the newer models, there's a added feature you can get. I think it's like right here where the tweeters actually pop up when they're on. That would be, if I had that would be really cool to see. Now, something else that's individual to this car, and as well for other S7 Audi owners, I don't know if they have fixed this issue, but this is was an issue with the 13 models, and I know it personally because of how it was fixed. So this screen actually goes in and it pops out, right, on all the models. However, there was an issue later on down the road that there was a wire in there that kept on breaking because of that motion going out then up. It kept on breaking a wire and it made the screens go black. So what the owner did was he replaced that wire, and I think he took out a fuse or did something for him to keep this out, so it does not have to keep doing that. So if you want to figure out how to do that, just shoot me a message, shoot a comment, let me know if you want to know how to actually individually do that. Keep it here. Also, something that the owner told me, that in Audis, this little clip, the more that it's used, it usually breaks off. All right, so be mindful of that, guys. He says that these clips break off sometimes. We do also have a sunroof, moonroof, whichever one that you call it, or whichever one that is correct, working as well. Looks really, really good, guys. Really, really good. And then of course when you close it, everything has this little feature. I noticed that it goes slower on the way back. And then, yeah, let's go outside. Now the exterior of the car, guys. So, you know I like the rims. You already know how I like to style and profile these things. Are 20 inch wheels, flow mode, all black, tinted windows. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous car. When I was actually just sitting here contemplating about doing this review, there was somebody out there looking at my car, taking pictures of it. It's a very gorgeous car. Shout out to the previous owner. He did his thing when he made it, when he detailed it all. Cool little things that he did. That front, that grill actually is like silverish. He plastic dipped over it all black. Looks good. All right, we have those smoked out, blacked. All right, black. This review is just a styling review. If you would like to see a review of the car driving and the different modes driving, please comment that. If not, let me know. All right, guys, I'm about to go in and edit this, and I want you to, I'm gonna get my bag real quick because I do need my bag. Back seat. Check out the back seat, guys. Back seat. Those are the lights that I was talking about. All right, but got all of it, and when you hit it, check that. That's what Thank you, thank you. So guys, we got it. Just got a little compliment. We out.